the definition of on the spectrum is that we are all on the spectrum. It's from 0 to 1 and everything in between. So, but I also think I don't know, fucking.
Oh yeah, you're autistic for sure.
Oh yeah,
you're more autistic than me.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
This guy? Oh, come on,
right there.
I'm full blown tism.
Yeah. Basically, if you listen to podcasts more than 4 hours a day.
What's Korean zombie?
He's a fighter.
That's a fighter? That's what I was thinking.
He's
Is it you?
He was like he's still one of the top tier 155ers in UFC.
best fighter to ever come out of Korea.
They call him zombie
probably.
because he never backs up. He just continues to go, gets hit, and just continues to go.
Yeah, that's a dope name.
When I first saw what he looked like, not what I was expecting.
What'd you expect?
Someone like your height.
Oh yeah, he's a smaller dude.
He looked like a World War II guy. Like he had like the World War II haircut with the last fight and everything.
He went to the military for 2 years.
And he's North Korean
mandatory
or South
service.
Korean?
I'm pretty sure South.
He wouldn't be able to be here if he was North Korean. I don't think.
They don't let any of them? What about the lady who was on Joe Rogan?
I mean, you have to sneak out.
Right.
Yeah,
Her story's
somehow
crazy.
smuggle yourself out.
Yeah.
You'd think they would smuggle people. They would pretend to smuggle people out to create spies, North Korean spies.
Yeah.
Maybe they are.
No, they actually do. There are North Korean spies in Korea and here too.
I bet that woman who was on Joe Rogan. I mean, she fooled
She
us
seemed
all.
like she could be a spy.
There was a lot of people saying that.
There's a lot of
She
conspiracy theories online about that with her.
About her being a spy for
Like,
North Korea?
about her story,
fake
not
story.
exactly, because
Yeah.
she was apparently like an actress in North Korea and had it like they
Had it
say
really
she
good.
had
She
it
had, like,
better,
Louis Vuitton,
but
they were saying
we
she
don't
was
know
out
how
there.
good is better in North Korea because we don't know anything. So
Yeah.
Korean Zombie hit the first ever Twister
Yeah.
submission in UFC, and then the second ever was frequent this past weekend guest Bryce Mitchell.
yes,
Which was so
Nice.
dope. And Brendan was talking about Bryce and Korean Zombie fighting, which I think would be pretty dope.
for
But
the rank,
I love that idea.
yeah, it'd be pretty dope.
I mean-
the two Twister guys.
I mean for the rank,
And it's like a good changing of the guard.
Yeah.
What happens if twisters hit each other?
Can you imagine a double
It's
Twister?
the finger of God. That's a quote from Twister, the movie. If anybody, they're like, "What's an F5?" It's the finger of God.
I started watching Twister first. I don't remember why, but I started rewatching it, and it is a horrible movie.
It's
Seems
the
terrible.
CGI and stuff, like when they like show like the cow flying and stuff. And the quote I said actually might also be from the movie Twisters, which is different, and it stars Devin Soya.
No one's seen it.
Sawa.
Sawa.
Yeah,
Sawa.
David Sawa. Who's also an MMA fan. He's
Yeah,
an MMA fan,
he was.
yeah.
He used to be
Yeah.
on the Ariel Hawani show
Yep.
all the time. Do I have to bleep that name?
Why?
Oh,
Is this
yeah,
from
okay, I see
Twister
what
or
you're saying.
Twisters?
I remember, like, why would you want to watch a movie about tornadoes and tornado chasers? I was like watching it for a little bit. I'm like, this is not entertaining at all.
Have you seen the movie Sharknado?
Of course, I watched a part of it because everyone. It was like
Posted
such a
it,
joke,
yeah.
but it was supposed to be like entertaining. But I didn't like that either.
That was supposed to be a serious movie, or
Yeah,
was that
alright,
supposed to
dude.
be a spoof?
Sharknado.
Yeah.
It
It was supposed to be like a campy, low, like
Yeah.
purposely low budget, like old school horror.
and they've developed like a cult following.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tara Reid. Oh, this is Cats After Dark. The really the Thick Boy after show. We are going to start trying to tie it back more to King and the Sting. We've got some plans, which we'll announce later. We're back with the regular crew. You know us,
yeah.
same people
Let's
every
go.
time. We got Chin, Brows,
Ari.
Christian, Skinny George, and Ari. You know the Big Six. That's what we call us.
We're all here.
Ari Mannis.
Always together.
Were people complaining that it wasn't King and the Sting related enough?
I, in my own head, am
Yeah.
like, what the hell are we doing here? But I've seen it, and it does make sense. We're leeching off the name. We could at least pretend to talk about the subject material. But
It'd be fun to do trivia too and go through some of that.
That's what Nick was mentioning.
I think we're gonna do that up. We want the most hardcore King and the Sting fans to submit, and they can't just be like We're not going to pick people randomly. We want you to send in submission videos, minute or less, letting us know why you're the biggest King and the Sting fan, and then we're going to do some sort of trivia tournament over a number of episodes that we're still figuring out. And winner will at least get a year free of Patreon.
Which is amazing, I think.
And I have bigger dreams, but I have to get it approved because I'm not going to pay for it myself. For the winner. I have bigger dreams for the winner. And beyond that, I guess,
They
just
could
for my own.
fly out and stay with me in my apartment, in my bed.
Damn.
If they're cute.
That's pretty good.
Dudes too, right?
Yeah,
Not
guy or
just
girl
girls.
have to be cute.
So
In my
you guys
bed.
have lodging covered. All right, okay.
I got points. I got Delta points.
What if it's a female fan? You have a girlfriend now. You're having sex 4 times a day.
She's
4 times a
open-minded to
day.
3-ways.
That's dope. That's
Yeah,
dope.
Thank you.
I saw
It's
your-
not going to happen, but she's
I saw your
open-minded.
close friend story. Fucking showing off the goods over there.
Yeah, I went
Really?
to Ojai yesterday with the lady, and we went hiking. Took a picture of her
Oh,
under
hi.
a waterfall.
Okay.
Wow.
Posted it to a close friend story.
That's nice.
That's pretty good. I gotta
Thanks,
get on that
brother.
Close
That's
Friends.
generous of you. I
You
can't
guys
follow
will make
thoughts.
it on there soon.
How far is Ojai from here?
Hour and a half.
North or east, west?
Northeast.
Northeast?
I think, yeah.
I don't know.
So I guess closer to Santa.
Yeah,
heading
it's like
to
in
Santa
between
Barbara?
here and Santa
Oh,
Barbara,
yeah.
basically.
Okay, cool.
Ari, you guys know him. He opened for Theo, stand-up comedian, Comedy Store regular. Is that right? Are you a
Comedy
comedy
Store unpaid regular.
unpaid?
is what they call it.
That's an unnecessary word to me. You are a Comedy Store regular, and
But there's a difference because if, a Theo goes up, he gets a $15, $20 to do that set.
Nice.
If I go up, I get jack shit.
I heard in the
I
main
get a bottle of
room.
water.
Is this true? In the main room, you get 300 now.
If it's sold out, so the main room, the way the Comedy Store works, if you perform in the main room there on a Comedy Store show, 50% of the door goes to the Comedy Store, and then they divide up 50% of the door amongst the comedians on the show. So if it's a sold out main room show, it equates to about $300, $200 to $300.
I wonder how much the ticket sales compare to the food sales. Do you have any ratio in that? Because they always
I
talk.
would imagine it's less.
I think it's you think the food's
Food and drinks, I would say, is more than the door.
Yeah, 100%,
because-
100%.
Because the door is 20, even on a dope night, is $25 a ticket. Not crazy, but the food is a ripoff and all microwave. So
the cheapest beer is $14.
yeah, it's $14 for a beer that costs the store probably 75 cents.
Mm-hmm. Not complaining. That is the comedy business model as old as
Yeah.
time. But that's just how it's going to be if you go there. I love that though. I was trying to compare it to people always say the UFC has low fighter pay because only 18% of revenue goes to the fighters,
Yeah.
whereas in all the major sports like MLB, NBA, NFL, it's closer to 50 because they have unions, which bargain for that. So I wonder how that's probably about. It's probably around 15% to what goes to the comics.
Yeah,
50% of the door.
And those are the most successful comics.
Yeah.
That's paid regulars at the Comedy Store. Then you go to us, we lose money doing comedy most of the time.
At
We're doing
$8
free spots, yeah.
$8 a gallon, you do.
Yeah, I pay $15. Sometimes I'll go to the Comedy Store for a spot, and I have to pay $15 in parking, and then I go do an unpaid spot.
You're walking distance to the comedy store.
Yeah,
though.
I walk sometimes, but not all the time. Sometimes I'm driving.
Yeah.
I'm coming from somewhere else and losing $15.
Do you notice when you do sets at the Comedy Store, does your following go up?
No,
Really?
not
Goes
at
down.
all. No,
It goes
it's-
down, dude.
It stays the same because I don't know. Are you asking if I get tagged by the Comedy Store or
Anything fans tag
it's-
you or
if, let's say I perform in a show
yeah.
with 10 other comedians, even if I stand out and performing for an audience of let's say 100 people, how many of those 100 are reaching out and be following? Maybe a couple. It's not, it's not significant.
Gotcha.
I get probably more followers from being on KATS After Dark than I
Woo!
would performing in the main room of the Comedy
That means
Store,
he gets
for
at
sure.
least 3, a few. That's dope.
3 or
That's
4.
dope.
When I usually see a comedian, I follow them. If I don't
Yeah.
know them, if I'm in the place, I'm like, oh, he was dope. Let me follow him. I'm probably one of the 3.
Yeah, you're one of the few people.
Yeah.
Or maybe I'm very unlikable and all the other comedians get way more followers. I don't
You're
know.
not unlikable.
Yeah.
But were you?
Yeah, Ari, what would you consider a home game for you, if not the comedy store? When you perform, what is your bread and
spot?
butter? Yeah.
The Comedy Store is one of them. I was a door guy there for 5 years.
Okay.
So I worked there for minimum
Damn.
wage for 5 years.
5
as
years.
a doorman, security guard, whatever you want to call it. So that place feels like home. The Ice House in Pasadena.
Okie
Another
dokie,
one. That was the
okie
first
dokie.
club I performed at. Yeah, what's your guys' home?
Thick Boy
Home podcast
Studios.
studio. Thick
Did
Boy.
you ever have to do anything security wise, like actually kick people out or anything?
Yeah,
You
but
did.
by the time it came to us to do that, the person was always belligerently drunk, so it wasn't that hard.
Oh, okay.
It was never like a tough sober guy that's like, get the fuck off me. There's a guy who could barely stand, so we could just pick him up, take him out.
I mean, you told an incredible story on King and the Sting about a friend you brought to this comedy store that made a scene.
Oh yeah, I remember this.
Which one?
That's incredible that you don't know. The one that you filmed the apology for and then said your
The
dates at the
female?
end.
Oh, that story. Yeah.
Do
That
you-
was.
Is that public available, your apology? I would love to watch
Yeah,
that, actually.
it's on my YouTube somewhere. If you type in maybe Ari Mannis
Apology.
it's a 360 video, so it's hard to grasp the full comedy of it over this podcast.
Ari Mannis apology, one of 6 billion results.
I apologize. Let's see. It might 2 ends in Manus. No, it's none of those.
Does the apology give the context in it, or should you?
It's not popping up in there.
You might have to go to his
Somewhere in my
channel.
channel. But so basically, the context is I told the story on King and the Sting 2 years ago.
Yeah,
A year
so
or
I
two
think
ago?
it's time to retell.
So basically, I was speaking with on social media a lady of the night, a prostitute, which I did not know at the time.
Sex work is real work.
I thought it was just a girl on Instagram I was talking to. And I said, hey, come meet me at the Comedy Store. Let's see if I tell the story the same way the second time, because it's so foggy in my head. I tell a different.
It's
completely
crazy that
different
you
story.
this to me is something that would stick out as
I tried and block it out. This was not a fun night for
Do you
me.
remember the name of the episode?
It wasn't an episode.
Of King and the Sting?
Oh no, or at least of the video.
Oh, my videos.
So apology's not popping up for some reason.
Maybe type in. Oh, that one. Official statement. To
There you
Comedy
go.
Store arrest. That their
The blue
official
light.
statement.
Yeah, the blue light.
To Comedy Store arrest last.
Actually, smart. Don't call it an apology.
Statement.
Oh, so yeah, tell what happened before.
Okay, so DMing this girl, I invite her over to the Comedy Store for a drink. She gets there, she's wasted. She goes on to tell me that she is a prostitute and that she had hooked up with a couple guys that night for money.
But was she going with you just for a good time?
Yeah, no, she was
Not a client.
We never discussed payment. There was none of that. She just came over to meet me. for
That'd be a
drink.
mean bait and switch.
That would be mean. And then she ended up making out with me on the patio as well as another male comedian.
Who you can't say.
I think it was. I'm not gonna say, but not a famous one. And then
How far in between though when you made out with her?
like
and
2 minutes.
Oh my god!
It turned right around.
And honestly, I don't know what this says about me. Neither of us really cared.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it was not like, what are you doing, my girl? Back on, that's my woman. But she.
Were you first or second? With
I
the
was
mic?
first
Okay.
and second.
You guys were all way past that. Neither of you were first or second.
Yeah. So
matter.
probably should not have gotten her any drinks, but got her a glass of wine.
You're a gentleman.
I don't think I realized how
Inebriated?
intoxicated she was. So then, at the time, I ran the podcast studio at the Comedy Store, which was in the basement.
Go
like,
get her.
right under the original room.
Hustler.
So I said, hey, we should go to the podcast studio. I said this to her. I'll go give you a tour of the podcast studio.
Nice.
So you have to take these kind of steep stairs to the basement. She's in high heels. We head to the basement, and she trips. Now, she doesn't fall down the stairs. She catches herself, but she made a loud thud with her heels, and just it was causing attention. So I was like, you know what? Let's go back up. So we start heading back up, and at this point, she's creating a scene. I don't even remember what she's yelling about. But she's yelling to the point where security is called. And at this point, when I catch wind that security is called, I decide my best option is to go hide in the kitchen and pretend like I don't know this person. So I go to the kitchen of the Comedy Store. I'm hanging out there. Security is now dragging her out to the front of the Comedy Store. She's, I think, tackling one of them. I think she might have tried to bite one of them.
Security at the Comedy Store is aspiring comics, so it's not.
No, actually, it isn't.
Oh.
These are real security
Okay,
guards.
okay.
Oh, yeah.
She's one of them. His name is Curtis. Really nice guy. Ended up becoming the manager of the Comedy Store. She called him the N-word that
Like
night.
she took over for Adam Egret.
No, Adam Egget was the talent coordinator. He booked the lineups. Manager is just kind of
Gotcha.
making sure everything runs smoothly. Waitresses, door guys, everything.
Schedules.
Yeah.
I know his name's Adam Egget. That's what Norm Macdonald would call him in front of guests.
Call it Adam Egget. So cops come. It's a whole big scene. They're arresting this girl. Everyone's taking videos of it, and she's screaming as she's getting arrested. Where's Ari? I can't deal with Ari. Where's Ari? And I'm just hiding out
In the kitchen.
As you should.
Yeah. And
She
then
really liked you.
She remembered my name. And in fact, she did. She messaged me the next day. She's like, I just woke up and left jail. What happened to me? Well, she goes, what happened last night? Things like that. And then, of course, I just ignored her. And then the follow-up text to that is, you know what? Fuck you. Blah, blah, blah. Anyways.
How much time between the turn of the just checking in to fuck you? Yeah.
5 minutes. Yeah, 2 minutes. I don't know. And then
Just checking in.
So yeah, I woke up the next day getting texts, of course, from comedians and staff at the Comedy Store going, "Who was that? What happened last night?" So I felt paranoid that I would never get booked at the Comedy Store again after that, and I made this apology video.
Statement.
That's right. Hello.
Whoa.
My name is Ari Mannis, and I want to thank you all for being here today.
You look like a prisoner.
Just
On the
want to
night
say
of
you look like
January
he's reading
12,
a cue card.
2017, there was an incident at the Comedy Store involving a guest of mine which caused pain and suffering to a great many.
Pictures.
I'd like to take this opportunity to apologize to everyone involved or who may have been affected by said incident, especially Curtis, who was punched in the face, bitten, and called the N-word.
Curtis is
I want to
white.
assure you all I'll do everything in my power
That's
to
why
make
it's
sure
fun.
this never happens again. And since I have you here, I'd like to promote my comedy show this Saturday night, 8:30 p.m., right here in my apartment. It's called Ari's Flaxseed Function. We have a lot of great comedians: Alex Ansaliaga, Theo Vaughn, Amir K, Dean Del Rey, Joe Bartnick. I can't wait to have you guys. We're gonna have people from Craigslist, Meetup.com, Yelp.com, all happening here tomorrow, Saturday night, 8:30 p.m. Ari's Flaxseed Function. We'll see you there. I wish that was still a show I could promote, but
That would have been perfect promo.
but yeah, that was a 360 video, so it's just rewind it for 30 1 second. Dean and then Ari's scroll, Flaxseed. I want to assure you all,
Or
I'll
you
do
can click
everything
and
in my
drag.
power Yeah, to make just sure this never drag happens around.
What the
I
fuck?
did have this Saturday night, 8:30 p.m. right here in my apartment.
That's comedy.
Ari's Flaxseed. We have a lot of
That's a good
great
apology.
comedians: Alex
Is that
Aliaga, Theo That's my Vaughn, friend Amir Alex.
Oh,
K, Dean Del Rey, Joe Bartnick.
Where'd you just
I
find a
can't wait
video
to
of that
have you
make out
guys.
like
We
that?
have people from Type Craigslist. in on YouTube, guys
No,
kissing.
just-
That'll pop up.
Really? That's awesome.
I'm not gonna lie.
All happening here.
You like
tomorrow,
his
cute, huh? Saturday night, That guy's a good 8:30 guy. PM.
Good
Ari
He's
Flaxseed
so
it.
into the show.
We'll see you there.
That's my favorite part.
So
Dude.
that's the full story, I think.
That's a great
amazing.
story. That's a great story.
Was that girl hot or not? She looked kind of cute
My
there
name
in
is
the
Ari
pictures,
Mannis.
but
The
couldn't
girl
tell.
who got arrested.
yeah. You're
She was.
Serviceable.
She was.
Nice
You know
lady.
what? She was beautiful in her
Her
own
own
way.
way. I
can see that.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
was. She was not for everyone. Let's say that.
Right.
But
But for you, both of you.
she
You
was
too.
for us in that moment.
Did
But nothing
anybody-
ended up happening with me and her?
Did anybody really care? Was anybody like, don't really do that? Yeah. But you felt like people would.
Yeah, I was scared that people would care and that I would have this bad reputation and people would be mad at me, but no one really cared. That was
Because to
just
me,
another
that's
night.
just like a funny, like I'm sure people are telling the story. That's funny. Some prostitute was here, started screaming for Ari.
Yeah.
That's great. That's a fun night at a comedy club in my eyes. It's like
Yeah.
old school,
It's been
80s
enough
Coke.
time to where I should just embrace it,
Mhm.
I guess. But yeah, it was not in that moment. It was not fun for me.
No.
Yeah. How long ago was that?
I don't even know. I should
Check
say
the
on that
upload
video,
date.
probably 6 years ago.
Yeah.
It was yesterday.
Exactly 5 years ago.
Yeah.
It wasn't yesterday, but what was? Oh no, 2 nights ago. Jelly Roll show.
Oh yeah, baby. Me and Lil Brows thankfully Jelly. Okay, so Jelly Roll's concert was sold out at the Troubadour.
Do you
I
know
didn't
what
even
Jelly
know-
Roll is?
I've heard of him. He's like a big guy.
Big dude,
Yep.
yeah.
Does music.
Mhm.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
one of
That's
his biggest fans is The Rock. The
Oh,
Rock,
cool.
yeah. But so he did a concert at the Troubadour. I love your glasses, Georgie.
I found them.
Those look really cool.
They fit you.
I know.
Thank you.
You look like a Beatle,
Like George Harrison.
something like that. Yeah.
Like one of the
but yeah, so it was sold out. I found out about the concert because of Austin. Like you told me, like a few days before or something like that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh fuck, you're like, should we go? I'm like, I looked at the tickets and like they're sold out. I was like, shit, what can we do? So then I didn't want to hit up Jelly because I don't like bothering him about stuff. But then Austin's like, no man, just hit him up. We can probably get tickets.
Well, he's a big Chin fan. He's
That's what he says, but I don't believe
Chin
it
fan.
ever.
Well,
But yeah,
he is.
I get
He-
the feeling you know someone, but it's still you like don't want to.
yeah, I don't want to bother.
It's
Yeah.
just-
I don't even like bothering
it's
Brendan
weird.
for tickets. Yeah.
totally.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just- I get it.
for sure.
Yeah, I won't do because it's also like, especially if they're like Jelly Roll, they're sold out.
Yeah.
If you're giving, I guess it's more a comedy club because you can have standing room in a music show. But at a comedy club, you're taking seats that would be sold most of the time.
And the funny
Yeah.
funny thing is, anytime someone hits me up for comedy show tickets, it's always, hey, I tried buying them, but they were sold out. Can I get them anyway? And that's the only time I
Yeah.
can't give them out.
Yeah.
sucks.
Because it's like, hey, if the comedy club could sell more tickets, they would. They want to make
Yeah.
more money.
Facts.
but
that's us.
but yeah, so you did, and you
So I reluctantly hit him up, and I'm like, and he was super cool. He's like, yeah, I got you, Bubba, I got you. And I go, he's like, how many people you want to bring? Tell me how many people. I'm like, just me and Browns for now. So he hooked me up with his tour manager, and they're like, VIP, get to the green room, all that stuff, and we're gonna do an after party. You got to come, this and that. So me and Browns went, and it was freaking.
It was
Honestly,
awesome.
it was like
he crushed it.
inspirational, right? It was
Yeah.
so inspirational, man.
It was cool because we just got to play there. Me and Chin played.
Yeah, we
the
actually played there,
Troubadour,
too.
Like
We just
a few weeks before. Ours was not as packed out.
No.
as that. It was like a third of that.
The max is what, 500-ish?
I think it's a 500 cap room.
Yeah.
We
I felt
had-
like there was way
yeah.
more than 500 though.
Yeah, he packed it out.
You guys played your music there?
We
Yeah.
did. Yeah, me and Chin got to headline
That's
it.
like a wild venue to.
I know. Yeah.
that's
I didn't
pretty
realize
historic
how
venue.
Yeah.
Right?
I didn't realize how legendary it was until Browse told me about it.
It was. I always wanted to play there, and we ended up being able to book it. And like Chainsmokers played the night before us. We played. Then the Black Keys played.
Oh my god.
So just to even be like on the marquee between them was
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jelly packed it out, and it was fun to watch him.
And it was so cool hanging out with him. And so also Teddy Swims, we were talking about him off camera with you. He was there, and Browse introduced me to him. I didn't realize how. In the beginning, I didn't know who he was.
Yeah.
But then when I heard him, I'm like, oh my god, this guy's like one of the best singers I've ever heard. He was there in the green room.
and did they didn't go on stage together?
No, he's just
I haven't
hanging
actually
out with his boy.
I haven't
Jelly.
heard Teddy Swim sing, but like Jelly Roll is like he's a superstar. He had an independent following that was huge. But now he signed with a label
Yep.
for a fuck ton of money. He was on Jimmy Kimmel last night.
Yeah, which is
like
insane.
He's blowing up.
it's
blowing up
yeah,
huge
it's
right
different.
now.
It's different. Like I feel like comics get on like late night shows and they don't really get excited about it. I feel like for these
Yeah.
like musical acts and like ABC, I don't know. You have to be like
It's a bigger
mainstream.
deal.
Yeah.
You have to have those networking connections. Yeah.
It used to be that way for comedy. Now, for comedy, it's getting on Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
Is the equivalent.
Yeah.
But he's an incredible. Was he ever like hip hop? I guess I haven't really.
He did. He started like
he has a
freestyle
cipher,
rapping right
like
when he was younger.
A classic cipher from when he first got out of prison.
I would love to watch that. I've
What
never
was he in
seen
prison
it.
for?
Cool guy stuff, you know.
Yeah, why are you asking so many questions?
Prison's fascinating.
He made it out, and he
Has
made
anyone
it.
here been to prison?
I'm in a jail.
Prison?
To
gotten
visit.
caught.
Detained.
Yeah, see, it's tough.
Nope.
I haven't. I kid. I also find it interesting. I was just like trying to not be a narc.
Freaking narc. That's what a narc would say.
We're not
narc.
fucking squares, right?
Yeah, good point. Good point.
Shit happens. You sit in
I
there
think
for a
it's from
nickel. You
selling
get
drugs. Because he has on his bio usually reformed drug
Yeah,
dealer.
it's right
So I
there,
think
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
out. And he lives a alternative lifestyle. Him and his wife will go find a third.
That's nice.
They'll I believe they have an OnlyFans together. He really.
Oh, he has an OnlyFans?
She does,
Sure.
but I believe I don't know this for a fact. I like to say stuff when I don't know. For sure.
they openly say they get girls.
No, but yeah.
They bring girls in.
That I know is public, but I don't know if he's on the OnlyFans.
Oh.
Do they
Yeah, I don't know
perform
that
together?
I don't
like
think so.
Adam 22
I'd
style.
pay for that.
Huh?
I'd pay for that. I want to watch that guy do his magic. I want to watch him make love.
Make another 360 video.
Going to OnlyFans right now. But no, but seeing him in the green room when me and Austin went to the green room, he just had this freaking aura. Remember, I was like, dude, he looks
was
like
glowing.
a fucking superstar, like an aura about him.
God, I want to find that video where he sang when we were at Theo's on Thanksgiving. That seemed like
We
something.
still have it. We have it somewhere.
Yeah, I gotta find it. It seemed like something out of like a camp movie. Shin is playing the guitar, and Jelly Roll is like serenading us
Freestyling Sarah.
on Thanksgiving. Hannah Barron is there.
Yeah.
Brendan. It was so
People are
weird.
eating off like plastic
Theo-
plates behind.
Yeah. It was like family dinner.
It
Find
was
that
so
video.
Cool. It was so amazing.
This is
I'll listen
old
to that
school
though.
His there was a fan last night, or
You can turn
at
it
his
on.
concert. There was a fan that had the I hang drywall merch on. He was like crying in the audience and like so happy to see him. So like brought him up to the green room and like gave him a full experience and stuff. I have the video. If there's
Yeah.
drop it.
Yeah.
But it was cool.
Got it.
He's living the dream.
I want to find this.
But he does like country now. Like he sings basically like now he blew up because of country.
Son of a Sinner, such a good song.
That's what he performed on Kimmel, I think. And then
I think so, yeah.
Save Me was like I think the song that
it blew
really
him
blew.
up.
Those Save Me has probably like 500,000 or 500 million at this point. That's big.
He just has everything in the world he wants. Clearly, he has enough to eat. He's got money. He's
OnlyFans.
got great music. He's got a wife, threesomes.
Yeah.
Save
What
Me is
what
at
else? What would make
112.
this guy happier?
I want to. I got to find this Thanksgiving Jelly Roll thing.
So
So,
what? It was just Thanksgiving dinner at Brendan's house, or what was this?
it was King and the Sting.
Thanksgiving episode.
Yeah, and Theo had just moved to Nashville pretty much, and Brendan was performing in Nashville.
Gotcha.
Jelly Roll's in Nashville, so we booked them all, and we
yeah.
did it in Theo's.
House. Or no, the Airbnb house.
Uh,
that rental.
Yes,
Yeah, I
yes,
remember that.
yeah, and we had Thanksgiving there. It was crazy. At the end of the episode, we might have it. It was so tight in there. It's like there's low ceilings and shit. It's like A-frame ceilings, and like there were 6 people in there. Worked out though.
This gives me like hits me in the
Is
feels.
there a specific?
Me too, dude. If you hear this song when he's "Thanks on the morning," you've seen it.
I'm not touching you, dude.
But I keep having dead air when I try to look for it. You guys vamp. I'm looking for this.
It's not in this episode.
It might be at the very end, but no,
He's 150.
No
I don't
more
want to be
so-
rude. Who's Hannah Barron?
no more sound until we find what we're looking for out of the speaker. If you have your headphones on, we'll work on it. We'll work on it. But
Who's Hannah Barron?
Hannah Barron went viral. Have you ever
Cute
heard
fisher
of
lady.
noodling?
Noodling?
Noodling is catching catfish by sticking your hand
Oh, in the holes.
in the holes.
Yeah, that's cool.
And she's
Did
the
that.
hottest noodler in the world. she's caught massive fucking fish.
I'm surprised I haven't heard of her. That's awesome.
We just talked about her one time. We talked about noodling on King and the Sting. We found a hilarious video with just the most redneck people in the world noodling.
From the news site.
Yeah.
The news episode. Yeah.
This is why you're the man to put together this trivia contest.
It's already coming together
I'm
naturally.
literally the Rain Man of podcast. I come in here and I hear like half a Theo quote, and I'm like, we're
Maybe they got to
upstairs?
fight
What's happening?
George as the final boss if they win.
I have my next project I want to start, which I have to not do for a while because I take on too much work at one time. But I want to do an MMA podcast that is a late night show. And my office is already set up and I want George to be my producer for it. And it's all MMA related, but monologue, bit, guest, fight picks, and desk, couch, in studio. That's the
hasn't
goal.
been done? I'm surprised that hasn't been done.
I'm sure people have done it out there, but one hasn't caught on
But not
that
by
I know
these
of.
2 white guys.
And I'm talking like, yeah, not 2 white guys, but if 2 white guys talked about MMA on a podcast, that never happened.
Make it happen, guys. I'd say drop the rest of what you're doing and do that. Focus on that.
Yeah.
I like it.
All right, sorry guys, I gotta go.
Just leaves now. Takes George with him.
Everything feeds into each other. You gotta keep it going. But
Hannah Barron.
Oh yeah, Hannah Barron. We talked about the noodling. Then people kept tagging
The world's
King and the
hottest
Sting
noodle.
on her profile because she's like the noodling queen, and we hit her up and she zoomed in and then she became like a character. And
Made a whole song about her.
oh yeah,
Things got out of control.
let's listen to the song.
That one we can get the copyright.
Yeah,
clearance.
fuck yeah.
Oh, there's the video.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
that's it.
That's it.
This?
No, well,
Yeah.
I want to
In the
hear.
video that's
I want to hear Chin singing. Oh, Jelly Roll sings. Chin plays guitar.
Yeah,
Chins, they were like freestyling
start that from the
together.
beginning.
The whole thing?
There's a song playing in the background. I think that's Cypher.
That's fine.
Oh damn it!
I mean, that's my song.
Yeah,
Yeah, don't.
I'm not mad. I'm not mad.
Nick's like, silence it.
Well, that's the moment it happened. But
Oh, they
Yeah.
put this.
Sing it?
That's me singing. Yeah.
hey, you know, that's our boy, bro.
Alright.
So what? Did they just put this over the video as like a hype video or something?
Yeah, we just
Oh.
This was Peter who does a bunch of dope
Hey.
video.
Was that
edit-
Riley Mack over there?
Yes, right, dude. It
Oh,
was
Riley
such
Mal?
a
Riley
the
Mack, sorry.
the group picture.
Nice.
Yeah, that group picture is an insane group of people.
That's a freaking A team.
There it is.
Dude, that's.
It makes no sense. And some people left. Is Kat and Stevie there?
No.
I don't. See, I
Yeah,
don't see
Kat and
him.
Stevie were there.
Dude,
No,
Ri-
does Riley still pop in on this past weekend?
Yeah,
He does. Okay.
yeah.
I'm a
Shout
huge
out
Riley
Riley
Mal
Mal.
fan. Actually, I kind of want. I really want to meet
He's
him.
hilarious.
Who
He's a
isn't?
character.
Dude, you know what's funny?
Ri-
This singer that I do music with, his name's Riley. Like that's his stage name, and I always put him on the songs. And like the last album, there was like comedians and stuff on there, and then there was Riley, and people were getting so mad. They go, "Where's Riley Mal?" And I'm like, "This is not him." They were tagging Riley Mal. Like my friend was getting hate because it wasn't Riley Mal.
I've commented on a Riley Mal post. Like his handle looks like it says like M4U or something.
Yeah.
What is it trying to say?
My friend?
Yeah,
It's Riley M4A. That's his Instagram handle.
and that is that doesn't say that looks like Mao.
Oh shit! I didn't even realize that.
That's why I read it as Riley Mao all the time.
Oh my god.
we cracked the case.
But Riley M4A is
That's
just
video, right? Is it M4A video file? Like MP3, M4A?
I guess I think
I don't know.
You would know that. Is M4A a video type?
M4V is, I believe.
Oh,
MP4 is.
MP4. That's right. Then I don't know. It just blew my mind though. I didn't realize it looked like Mal.
That's how I
Call
read
him
it
up.
every time. Yeah,
Call
That's
him up
fire.
right now. I need to answer this.
I do. I need to get a phone set up. I like spontaneity in podcasts. Just calling someone
Yeah.
up, getting an answer.
The funny thing about Riley Mao is he loves the attention from the podcast.
For real?
So anytime he gets recognized or like this, us talking about him right now, he loves
It's gonna
it.
get
I
clipped.
love that,
Yeah,
Riley.
it's like whenever I just remember him going, "Hey, can you tag me on Instagram?" We're like, "Yeah, sure." He loves it.
What
Can we
you
get him on?
what you love about him is his biggest detriment to being on the podcast.
Well, it's just so like endearing and sweet.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
this-
Nice.
This kid is just like a normal kid. Like loves when he gets a
That
message
tag.
from someone going, "I love you" on Theo's podcast. It's like his makes him the happiest guy
Didn't
in
he
the world.
start like in church? Like he was editing stuff for his church, and that's how he
He's-
got with Theo.
He's religious. I remember for the talent show that Theo and Chelsea did, or what was it called? It was some
Oh, I know what you're
Christmas
doing.
live
Yeah,
stream
yeah,
event,
yeah.
and I was helping out with it. We had a talent portion where we were playing clips of people that submitted to be on the talent show, and Riley was sneaking in people from his church to be in the video. He was
They
like,
all should have made it.
like
It
they
should-
didn't even
That's
submit to
so
be on a
good.
talent show, but he just wanted them to be stoked that he got their music.
Yeah.
On the submission, so it's just little snippets, and he'd be like, "You think anyone would care if I snuck this in?" I'm like, "Do it, dude."
You were instigating it. Every 3 people, it's
So when Theo moved to Nashville, this is all actually at the same time, around like Thanksgiving. He moved to Nashville, and we had to find a Nashville producer, and we decided this time we didn't want to try to get a fan. just someone who wanted to show up.
Right. Someone who's more there for their talents, not their passion.
Yeah, to look at it as a job, which then quickly didn't happen with Riley. But he's like, I am a star.
He didn't even know who Theo was, and then was like, I love this.
Yeah. In his defense, he is a star.
Yeah.
But undeniable talent on mic. But so I put out a message on this. There's this course that I took called Full-Time Filmmaker. It's an $800 course. I would recommend it to anyone. Not an ad. Incredible, concise, like learning video A to B.
You want to be an ad
or A to Z. The guy has a Facebook group that you can only get in if you purchase the $800 course. There's like 15,000 people in it. The man he's rolling in it.
Yeah.
Parker Walbach.
I've heard
I think
that
he's
name
like
before. Definitely heard of him.
yeah, because you YouTube how to do stuff, and he's got a lot of good tutorials. I think he's like Mormon or something, which is neither here nor there.
Riley's religious
Shouts
as well.
out.
Yeah.
Which was really funny because he's super religious, a virgin, saving himself till marriage, but says the N-word more than anyone.
Is that real?
Should we cut that?
No, I don't. Where did Chin go? What the fuck?
He's been talking to people on
It looked like it was either a business call or a woman call. He's either in a fight with a girl.
Yes. Yes. That's how you do it.
There you go, George.
Stepping in.
I'm trying to fist bump you, brother.
my bad.
Get out. No. Leave me hanging. Chaos. This is awesome. We'll cut out some of the lulls.
Yeah.
But it's so funny because the whole time I felt like Chin was about to come back.
Just
So I
now?
almost felt like, I kind of felt like we were like
We're stalling a little
kind of
bit.
stalling a little
Yeah.
bit, but no.
No, we're just
We're
running with it.
potted.
Every time I come here, Chin has something.
Facts.
Last time he's like, I gotta go tell them it was to get a tattoo.
Yeah, that's been the story for 3 weeks.
Yeah, this time it was like mysteriously in the middle of recording, gotta go.
It's
He's
been
on the phone.
it's an insurance.
Yeah, but what is so important that I had to take it right now? It's got to be
This
either.
is KATS AD.
I don't feel comfortable with saying what I heard.
Oh shit! The
so it's
story
juicy.
gets
It's a doctor.
juicier.
Oh,
medical.
Is it his neck?
I
Probably
mean,
his
it's
neck.
just not really. It's not bad. I just don't want to air out.
It's
his
personal. Yeah.
It's personal. Okay.
Is Chin going to be a father?
Shit. No, but
Does
if
he have
about
an
something
STD?
Like that, no.
No.
No, I wish. I'd be proud of Chin if he had an STD.
Have you ever gotten an STD?
No, I'm smart, but
He's smart.
Even smart people can,
Yeah.
They
fuck
go
up
away
too.
with medicine. Medicine's the smartest thing ever. You know.
Not all of them go away with medicine.
That is true.
Yeah.
It's true.
I know a guy who literally would get chlamydia and then not tell anyone and go. We all know the person.
I don't know.
That's what I don't know.
You?
Okay.
Well,
I haven't met that many
That's the only person we all know. You know.
Yeah.
Well, no, not-
There's
not-
not a lot of through lines.
I meant Ari and Nick know.
Okay.
Oh.
He would get chlamydia and then just keep fucking.
Yeah, and would spread it to everybody and not tell anyone.
On
Sounds like a
purpose?
great guy.
We already had to
Yeah.
cut one thing out about Riley now.
I know this person? I have to cut them out
I
of
don't
my
want to know
life.
this person. I no
already
longer
did.
want to know this person.
Oh.
Yeah, he knows.
He knows him?
I'm pretty sure. He's
This is not good podcast. We can't be talking. So
Cryptic.
I don't know how, but I've never gotten an STD, and I hate condoms. Refuse to
That's
wear
awesome.
them. Yeah.
That's
Like, jealous.
That's rare. Yeah, I mean, there's just you never wear condoms.
I hate them. I won't wear. If a girl says to me, "You need to wear a condom," I'll say, "Let's just cuddle." I'm good. Yeah.
I respect
I just
that.
go, a what?
I'll try that. I don't have one, but if she's like, "You need it," then I'm like, "Okay, let's just kiss. Let's hold hands and watch a movie."
I had the big C back in 14.
What's C stand for?
Chlamydia.
Chlamydia.
I didn't continue to have sex with women and not tell them. I went and got
it's not
antibiotics.
Nick.
It goes away in 3 days. It's not a big deal. I'm cutting that. I won't.
We need some podcast.
It's not a big deal. It really isn't. I mean, I've never had it, and I don't want it, but it's not a big deal.
Have you browsed?
I've had the C one time.
It's that.
Brother.
That's the only one. See, brother.
Shouts out.
Earlier this year, I had a really bad eye infection, which I
Okay.
thought was pink eye.
Mhm.
And it was so bad it wasn't getting better. Someone's like, you could get chlamydia in your eye. And I hope it was so bad, my eye hurt so bad that I went to the doctor praying that it was chlamydia so that I could start fixing it, but it wasn't.
Chlamydia or conjunctivitis, one of the two, you know?
Yeah, it was just a pink eye. Might have been from taking naked photos with Chelsea Lynn. Not sure, but it happened right around that time.
I get eye infections a lot because I don't take my contacts out. I'm going to burp. incredible podcast. But no, for real, like all the time in high school, I would get it. I started to like change them more, and it would happen less, but every once in a while, and it's the worst 3 days of my life.
Get laser or embrace your nerdy glasses.
One of the two.
Laser is the move, because I can't do glasses because I bend them because I like to fall asleep to watching stuff, and I can't see without watching stuff. A little insight into my life. I had something some transition I wanted to do, and I forgot it. I need to write more notes.
Was it about King and the Sting?
No.
Was it about Chin?
It was about you.
It's about Ari.
Ari is a jack of all trades. I was going to do this earlier when I was introducing him as Comedy Store regular, and we went on an incredible tangent.
Yeah.
And that's actually a good podcast when you can't talk about what you thought you were going to, because it's such easy conversation. But what I was going to say is he's a jack of all trades. He's also a podcast mogul.
Yeah.
He runs a studio called Melrose Podcast, and he's had literally the biggest podcast in the world record, and he's now selling ads for King and the Sting. But I feel like
Sting After Dark. Let's be.
Oh yeah. Sorry,
not King and the
huge,
King and the Sting
important
is sold
distinction.
by another huge podcast mogul company. King and the Sting After Dark.
But you've got quite the roster. I hope we're just not just a blip on the radar, and we're just in some packet and don't get sold. I want you out there.
Not only are you not a blip on the radar, but I'm not going to say names, but there's a big podcast that we sell ads for that they're just a nightmare to work with, so we might not even do it anymore. So you're becoming bigger and bigger every day on our radar. But
let's go.
Yeah, no, I started this podcast studio during COVID. Honestly, thought maybe I'll get my podcast studio paid for from it. Like, that was my goal initially. So maybe it'll pay its own rent. Yeah. And then now I make more money from this podcast studio than I do from stand-up, than I do from my podcast, from anything else. So it kind of just turned into this organic growing machine. So
couple things that you just led into an incredible segue of something I was remiss not to do at the top of the show. He talked about organic. And basically it was the whole philosophy of detachment, which led to your biggest success in life, and that is the Vedantic philosophy, which is the philosophy that James Bashara, the CEO and proprietor of Magic Mind, has adopted. And I have Magic Mind in my backpack if you would get some Christian and a White Claw for me.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I take Magic Mind every single day.
Yes.
Sometimes multiple times a day. I will admit, I don't love the taste, but it doesn't matter because I love the feeling it gives my body.
And you've also, I'm assuming, then acclimated to the taste, where it starts off harsh.
Yeah, it gets easier,
Yeah.
but
I like it.
I would never sell it by the taste. I would sell it by how good for you it is and how it creates focus and just changes your
Chewy
entire
got
life.
excited here. He saw packages.
I actually have 2 chapters of my life, and it was before I found Magic Mind and after I found Magic Mind. That's how when someone's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, oh, that was pre-Magic Mind.
And this is not a unique story. This is most people who try Magic Mind. It's before, it's BMM and A&M.
Yep.
And I don't think this is actually true, but when I take Magic Mind, I do feel like I could be a UFC fighter, a professional.
Oh, yeah.
I could take on anyone.
And could you do that regularly without Magic Mind?
No. Without it, I'm a big giant pussy.
Except he did fight someone at his military academy.
Yeah.
We can retread stories that were on old Cats After Darks, because those were on Patreon and 1,400 people watched it.
I don't remember any story I've told. I don't know what that says about me and my brain.
Was it before Magic Mind?
You only told
George.
Someone was like needling you at your
School.
Military school.
I got in 2 fights at military school.
Yeah.
So I went to a military high school. I won one and lost one.
And we're going to hear those stories again, but only like me, not the audience. magicmind.co/dark, promo code dark, 25% off. Honestly, it's the once daily anti-procrastination elixir. It's delicious. I love it. And even if it was placebo, which it's not, having a routine in your life is a really quick path to success. Do the same thing every day, and you'll be fine.
It has nootropics in it, so you know it's good.
Oh,
I like it too much. I already drank it.
Oh, nice. Nootropics are hot.
Did you? Well, of course you've seen it, but another podcast network, when you posted the cool colors of all the different Magic Minds, that was so cool.
That was a legit fan of my little podcast, another podcast show, plug within a plug. They had a bunch of empty Magic Mind containers, and they painted the insides of them, and they had like the rainbow on their shelf in their art studio with like a canvas. It was like an incredible picture. Can you go to Instagram.com/another podcast network? But yeah, now those stories. All right.
Oh yeah, so I went.
How long have we been going? 1 hour.
46 minutes.
Oh damn, time's just flying by, huh? Time flies by when you're with the boys.
Yeah.
boys.
Do you feel like it's flying by?
No, it is.
Yeah, because I felt like we covered a lot in 46 minutes, and I actually think this is going well. There's lulls, but I did think it was longer than that.
Well, I am.
I like
autistic. So
I
there's
always
lulls.
like.
We're
You
all
are?
on the
Yeah.
spectrum.
It's so fucking in vogue to be on the spectrum. Have you been on the spectrum for years? You've thought, or just
yeah, I never knew it, and still to this day, no doctor has diagnosed me with it, but I claim it now hard.
okay? See,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. It's kind of hot. Everybody's kind of claiming it,
Yeah,
but
I'm
also the logical thing is the definition of on the spectrum is that we are all on the spectrum.
spectrum.
It's from 0 to 1 and everything in between. So, but I also think I don't know, fucking.
Oh yeah, you're autistic for sure.
Oh yeah,
You're more autistic than me.
hell yeah, hell yeah.
This guy? Oh, come on.
Right there.
I'm full blown tism.
Yeah.
Basically, if you listen to podcasts more than 4 hours a day,
If you host or listen to a podcast, you're autistic.
if you listen to a podcast and then think you can host a podcast, you might be autistic.
Right.
It's our Jeff Foxworthy. You might be a redneck.
Is that the Magic Mind rainbow mural?
Yeah, the first post, the most recent.
Great clip right there.
Whoa, they have other flavors?
Talking about
Or they just paint 'em?
Autism.
autism.
Yeah.
Is that just for looks, or are those other secret flavors of Magic Mind?
That's
No, that's
pink.
just for looks. This
Okay.
was a fan of my podcast, not this one. Who
Another
took?
one?
Yeah,
one
another
you're
podcast. And yeah, I think that's beautiful.
That's awesome, but kind of crazy that they
That
did
guy
that.
better have gotten sent a free case of Magic Mind from that post.
James.
They will. And also, wow, misogyny. That was a woman.
Oh, damn.
Insane
Why did I
microaggression.
assume that was a man? It's artsy, it's beautiful, it could be a woman.
Why did you assume because it's artsy and it's beautiful? Come on, just
Damn it. I'm digging myself into the deepest hole.
we bring you on the podcast. We're trying to be woke.
You
and-
know what? I'll admit it. I have a little sexism in my body,
Hmm.
and I think that's because me and my mom don't get along, so it's not my fault.
Okay.
I'm only kidding. I believe in gender roles.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you got in 2 fights in military.
No, that's why I'm sexist from going to an all-boys military school. Yeah, I was a naughty boy, got sent to military school in Roswell, New Mexico.
Oh, fuck.
What's happening? Okay. And at military school, they put you in rooms. They picked your roommates based on your weight. And that was
Really?
to prevent. That was because so many people
Fights.
would get in fights.
Oh, yeah.
That if they
They
if they
weight
put you in,
classed you
they
guys?
weight classed you by your roommate. So if you weighed 100 pounds, they'd try and get you a 100-pound roommate.
But what if
Things like that.
what if it was a 100-pound wrestler versus someone who is just regularly
Funny
100
you
pounds?
say that, actually. So, me and my roommate were the 2 smallest kids in the school. I weighed, I think, about 100 pounds. It was 9th grade. I was 12 or 13 years old. And he weighed like 90 pounds. It was this little Asian guy, Chinese guy from Diamond Bar, California, not too far from here. And
Sounds like a strip club.
they have him. He is. He joined the wrestling team at this military school. And I don't know if you guys have ever done combat sports. It sounds like you have.
Unsuccessfully.
Basketball,
No
not
combat
fighting.
sports.
Yeah.
Into
Would you take a
fans of it.
fight?
And you're
I
into
box.
UFC. Yeah, you box.
I'm doing.
Hold on.
Okay.
Put a pin in what I just asked you. I just had an epiphany.
Let's hear
What?
it.
Well, it looks like I'm losing my.
No. I want to hear a story.
Okay, so I have this 90-pound wrestling roommate.
Now I feel like I'm rushing you through the story, so I don't lose my epiphany. Should I say my thing?
Okay. Let's just get through it.
How old are you?
I'm 23.
23. All right.
Oh, you're a little
I
cutie,
just
huh?
turned 23. Yeah.
Okay, let's
cute
get
little
through
boy
it.
butt
Pretend
on
I didn't
you,
even
huh?
say anything about an epiphany.
So I was
No,
telling
no.
them a story about how I have a 90-pound Asian Chinese roommate in military school.
Asian Chinese.
He's Asian and Chinese.
Okay, all right.
I mean that.
I hope so.
I'm willing to stand by that.
Chin, is everything okay?
Yeah, everything's good. This
Cool.
is a doctor.
Was
Dr.
it your
Paul.
neck?
No.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
Learned about his neck.
I feel like maybe we should bail from the story. No,
I'll keep going.
I'll keep going. So he took wrestling. And I don't know if you guys have ever taken combat sports, but when you do, it gives you a lot of confidence in yourself. That's what I think. If you start working out a lot, you feel better about yourself. So he had a lot of confidence. We already didn't like each other. So now he got into this mentality of, I'm going to kick your ass. I'm a wrestler now, and I'll beat you up.
Can I? I think all people should put their children in martial arts because it does give you self-confidence and just like a feeling of security.
But this is a story of where that confidence
goes
go
wrong.
Your way.
If
So-
you're like an angry kid who gets kicked out of a high school and sent to a military academy, I can see how you use those powers for evil. Maybe. But okay, so
he starts trying to wrestle me, basically. He like literally, I remember that he opens up a fight, like this is a real fight, not a wrestling match, in our room, by hugging me and trying to lift me up.
From the back or front?
From his front and my front.
Oh,
Body lock.
Front.
Yeah,
Okay.
body lock.
So he tried to body lock me.
Body locked, yeah.
And but not unsuccessfully. He was way smaller, way shorter than me, way tinier than me. All I did was literally punch him in the face. And he was wearing glasses. I hurt my hand and his face. And that was pretty much the end. I think I kicked him. I punched him. He fell to the ground, and then I kicked him, and that was like the end of the fight. And he started crying. So, and that was my
Sounds
first
like a
fight of my
Ryan
life.
Hall
That was
fight.
my first actual fight.
hell yeah.
So
Does that
I
not sound
was
like a Ryan
1
Hall
and 0.
fight?
But he's your buddy though, right?
No, we hated each other. He was my roommate, and we hated each other.
That's a great
Oh,
job.
okay, but you're roommates though. That's
yeah,
freaking
we were
insane.
roommates. Then the second fight was also because of him. And the next door neighbor, he went over to the next door neighbor and said, "Hey, Ari said he fucked your girlfriend."
Damn.
That guy's
I never met
hilarious.
this guy's girlfriend. So my roommate went over to our neighbor and said, "Ari has been saying he fucked your girlfriend."
Oh my god.
I never said that. I never met this guy's girlfriend, and that guy knew that. He comes over to my room and he goes, "Hey Ari, heard you fucked my girlfriend," and then my dumbass goes, "You bet I did."
Burn.
I fucked her, dude. And then he just starts wailing on me and beating the shit out of me, and that was my second and final fight.
He wouldn't even
And that was
ask his
cool.
girlfriend first, like, "Hey, did something happen?"
He knew I didn't fuck his girlfriend.
He just wanted
it was
to-
just a respect thing.
Oh,
I
okay.
disrespected him.
Dang.
Well,
That's street.
You didn't disrespect him. You didn't say anything. But
Well, then I did.
I
I didn't initially, but then he came
When he said,
over.
"Yeah, I
and
did fuck
instead
your
of me going,
girlfriend."
"I didn't fuck your girlfriend," I didn't say that.
You
I
doubled
go,
down?
"Yeah, I fucked your girlfriend."
Because Ari's a comedian at heart. That's the only response.
Yeah.
But,
This comedian got his ass beat.
But
And then fight number 2.
That was it. That was
Oh
it.
yeah.
was
Oh
it,
yeah.
yeah.
I remember. My epiphany.
Yeah.
George is 23. I really want to live vicariously through George. I've always wanted to do a professional MMA fight. I want to get, and I know small promotions that we could get you on. We should get you in a professional MMA fight.
But why though? We want George.
Does he want to?
I think I that's the big question. I'm going to answer for him. I think he does.
I got on KATS in the first place.
Like
Theo
jiu-jitsu is
said-
fine. Like, jiu-jitsu competition would be great, but not MMA.
So with one of the CEOs of Bellator, Rich Chow.
Rich Chow's a
Rich Chow.
matchmaker.
You're already in talks.
Dope. He has a program that he takes beginners and puts them through. So it starts July 16th to December 3rd, and it's 1 hour a day, and you train, and at the end of it, you can have a sleeper fight with somebody at your exact same level. So I start that in like 2 weeks.
You're doing it? You signed
That's
up?
amazing.
So I'm already on it.
Look at
No
me manifesting.
way, dude. You actually signed up for it.
Yeah, Brendan got it set up for me.
It's like from wimp to warrior or something like that, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so,
something like
I
that.
think they changed the name around a little bit,
Okay.
but yeah, just for me.
I think they made it something a little less demeaning.
like cool guy to fighter or something like that.
Jeez,
But,
you really want to do this, Georgie?
Yeah, it's at Legacy BJJ in Burbank. Then I'm gonna be an hour a day having fun.
Holy crap.
Nice, George.
Shin had so much worry in his voice when he said,
I
"You really
do.
want to do this?" He's like
Chin's-
he's like a worried mother.
Chin's
Yeah.
our PR around here.
I love him, so yeah, I don't want to.
But you're doing MMA.
Yeah, it's like you full everything: jujitsu, wrestling, boxing.
Love
It's
it.
literally
That's awesome.
MMA.
You were gonna bring. Can crowd go?
I'm sure like At the fight part, yeah.
We should talk to him about streaming it. Like,
They do stream it.
we will get people behind this. Yeah,
They do stream it.
You're gonna put up numbies, George.
And if you want to see updates on it, go to my vlog, Go George Go on YouTube, because I'm gonna be recording it.
I'm gonna do a fight companion for it.
It'll be this
Get Matt
podcast.
Mitrione.
I want to put a bet on it.
Hey.
I'll bet on you, baby. I believe in you.
Thank you. Or we could just.
I'll
throw
take
it
the
and
other
make
guy.
some
I'll
money.
get some action. I would never.
I want to do it, but I want to fight a woman at the end.
That
I
could
think
be
we
the.
could set it
So
up.
I have a chance.
That's the same level. That's the whole idea of the competition.
Put that on the card right before George's fight.
Oh yeah, the
Ari
undercard.
fighting
Yeah, I'll
a
be
woman.
the undercard.
Yeah.
George, you've done an admirable job, but do you want to do your news?
Yeah, of course. Chin, do you want to trade me spots?
He has news. He brings news.
Okay.
News with George.
I got it.
Ari, you have any guests you want to pitch us?
Guess?
Like on your network?
Oh, guests to potentially come on this podcast.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
comedians.
Mhm.
I heard you had Matt Lockwood and Morgan.
How was their
That's pretty
experience?
cool. They had fun, I think. Yeah, they said they liked it.
I think they did. I think they
Yeah.
did too.
They're hilarious. They're great.
They're effortlessly just they're good hangs.
Yeah, they're good hands.
Um,
You could probably honestly book bigger guests than I could.
Huh?
Because this podcast network could.
I know.
Just saying, hey, for this, if you reached out to someone and said, hey, would you want to come on the Thick Boys channel on KATS After Dark? I bet you could get some pretty big names.
I think we can too. Schedule's been crazy, and people have been quitting right and left. So, but
Quitting, taking time off. They'll be back.
yeah. I want them to have some like tie-in, kind of, I guess. But I don't know. Like we're
People who I had great chemistry with on my podcast that I think would be good on here. Maybe like a Blair Saki or a Jessime Peluso. Or
I like
you ever
both
think
of-
about having Chappelle Lacey on the podcast?
That would be good.
That'd
he
be awesome.
his name has been kicked around.
Yeah.
But
Cat would be great too. Cat would be awesome.
Yeah. Try to get both of them on at the same
Yeah.
time.
That'd be dope.
I'm gonna text George to try to take him out. He's being a piece of shit.
Really? He hasn't been loud.
Because I've been holding him the whole time,
Oh.
but he's also kind of struggling to get out.
All right. So my first animal video that I got for today. This one's very Chin centric. I want
it?
Chin's opinion on
Okay.
this because this is some crazy stuff. It's this fish swimming under ice. Look at
What
it.
is it?
He got
There's
his,
no way.
He got his head cut off,
What the heck?
and he's
Oh
just
my
chilling.
God.
What kind of? What is that?
I think
That's an
catfish.
armored something fish. Probably from Florida.
But what happened
Why?
to him, Chin?
Something must have ate his head. But then it's all nerves, nerves are kicking in.
So is it dead or alive right now?
It has to
Both.
be dead.
Maybe it only ate the mouth part of the face and its
Not the-
brain.
That looks
still-
like
It's
the
like,
entire
it's like,
head.
have you ever seen someone like failed suicide, shotgun to the face, jaws off, but they're
Not
they're
in
still
person.
kicking?
Isn't that the eyes right there?
I was gonna go like different relation.
See, that's a good point though. I don't know. Usually I can see
I don't know
gills.
either, yeah.
If I see gills, it looks like the gills are cut off too though. I can't tell.
Damn.
Chin, this is your specialty.
I know. If there's gills,
A lot
Dude,
of
that's
fishermen in your
but you know,
family?
like when you can even have tunas when you like literally take their head off and you start filleting them.
Uh-huh.
They'll start bouncing around the table.
They
'cause of
float
nerves.
around for
Yeah,
a minute,
nerves.
right?
Like, do you think the cold water kept the nerves going a little better?
I've seen like catfish or other fish move for hours after you kill them.
Oh,
Even
man.
like ocean
Really?
eels, like yeah,
Hours.
fish eels.
There was a viral TikTok of this fish. They put it on the pan and they put hot oil on it, and the nerves start flopping around in the pan.
I hate seeing that, dude. It's
Yeah.
so disturbing.
That's wild.
And then I got one more if it pulls up. Now this is crazy. These are baby owls. I don't know how they got here. They're probably born there.
Inside a
I don't
house.
think. Yeah. But look
Can't see.
at these baby owls.
Oh
Scary.
my God! There's no way.
That's a
This
horror
is why
movie.
people thought aliens
What?
were
Is that
real
real?
for so
This
long.
is not
Yeah.
real.
Those are baby owls.
Yeah, that's what they look like without.
But why are they standing up like that?
That's how
Yeah.
they. That's how they
They're
stand.
intrigued.
Oh
What
my God, that's
the-
true.
Imagine
Yeah.
seeing that 100
Dude,
years
I'm
ago.
moving out.
I would
Yeah,
shriek
be-
like
be
a
over.
woman.
Like if I saw that 100 years ago, I'd
Lean
go
into
to
the
the
second
town
one.
center. I'd go to the town center and be like, I saw these two aliens in my house.
Yeah.
They were
tiny
talking to me.
aliens.
Hold on, go back to the still shot of them. Is that how they stand up regularly without, like, when they have their wings and stuff?
They do that.
Like, is that what owls look like
But
with?
I understand if it was on a branch, I get it, but
Oh, even
not
the
like
way
this.
it blinked was very frightening.
Yeah.
One blinked, that was scary.
They do look
Yeah,
like
you see
aliens.
that?
Yeah.
I don't want to like step on your toes, but podcast Rain Man, we covered this on this past weekend in 2018. Theo's been talking about what an owl looks like without its feathers for years.
I was gonna say, didn't he eat owl meat?
It looks like one of you
Step up your
fans
game.
think you can beat me.
That actually is the game, though. Ultimately, the winner, they face George
He's
in
the
a
final boss.
Yeah, but it's gonna be so tough because he's gonna be making the game in the lead up to it. So it's like just
Well, then
cramming.
You might have to make the final one for.
Oh yeah, he definitely can't make the last
Yeah.
game, but like still, just making the game will be researching
Well,
itself.
now that I know that I'm not making the last game,
I mean,
That's
that was
so
a good clip though,
creepy.
because I remember Theo saying that about eating owl meat and like how there's none.
That doesn't look like much meat. Yeah.
he did it on JRE first, and then I think he expanded, and I can't remember the guest on this past weekend, but he talked about owl.
That's creepy as fuck though.
That is so creepy. Especially if there's two of them right next to each other inside a freaking attic
Yeah.
or whatever that is.
I feel like it was super
Did you
unlikable
know
what
that
I just did to
owls,
George.
You need to feed. You need to feed owls every few hours, so it's really hard to keep a pet owl because you can't even leave for a day. If you leave for a day, that owl will die.
what a
What?
needy
Yeah.
bitch.
They're needy bitches.
They can also move their head 270
Yeah.
degrees. Everybody knows
But that
that.
was
That's like the
360.
fucking hack owl fact.
That's also another
yours was
scary
way
fact.
better. I don't know why I had to try to one up
I
you.
said it, and as I was saying it, I was losing confidence in my fact.
Oh, no, it was
Maybe I
good.
made this up, but I remember doing the research.
It's because I think I was like looking. I'm trying to get George to take Chewy out just so we can have 15 more minutes where he chills out.
Are you talking about me, George? Or
No,
other
no.
George?
Dulcich. We talked about it.
Okay. I just got real aggressive
No.
with you.
What is
me or other George?
what is the distinction between names for you guys? Because I call you both George.
A lot of people call him Crojo or
Tall George.
Tall George. I'm Big George because I used to be big.
Big George is cool.
Yeah,
It
Big
has a
George.
nice ring to it.
When I was
I like
big,
how
I was
George-
tiny or little George. So it
Georgie
makes
is my
sense.
favorite.
Georgie?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
Georgie's
like
fine.
Yeah.
Just don't call me Shirley.
Surely.
Don't bring
Yo,
that up.
dude.
I don't know.
Chewy.
It's like the end of the podcast too, but we need 10 minutes where he's not in. I'm like a bad single dad.
You're so stressed.
All right, I wanted to talk to you about producer stuff. Like the
Ask
days
away.
I have off, I'd love to produce podcasts, and I think you might have connections or something like that.
Do you actually?
Yeah.
I have a feeling the producer jobs that I could offer you, you're above. Like, we pay $50 an hour.
Okay, I won't do that, but
Never mind.
So I have a feeling
Something
you're,
more than that.
you're too you're past what I have to offer you.
That
Well, we'll
sounds like
see.
my
We'll
price
talk.
range.
Yeah.
$50 an hour. What can
It's
I?
And then
it's
also,
funny,
like-
it's funny that $50 an hour, which understandably so, that's some people are like, never mind, I don't want to do that. But to some people, they're like $50 an
dude,
hour.
Yeah.
I've been
I'll
there.
freaking
What?
quit
I've
my whole
definitely
life.
been there.
Yeah,
I've been
yeah.
there
What's up,
before.
Thick for $50 an hour?
Yeah.
I mean,
I
what?
won't do that.
And the shitty part, here's the other thing that makes it less cool to someone who's like $50 an hour, you're turning that down. It's not an 8-hour shift at $50
No, it's
an
only
hour.
an hour,
It's like
hour
a
and a
couple
half.
hours
Yeah.
at $50. So you're really driving
Yeah.
across town for $100, and then at that point, is
Yeah.
it worth it? I don't know.
When I did freelance podcasting stuff, I charged a minimum $500 an hour,
Damn.
and that's just audio, not even video.
Money
editing.
bag.
I gotta change my whole business model.
No, but that's how.
That's how you got people in the door, and now you've parlayed it into ads. But like
That's the thing,
also,
ads.
that's a ton of legwork. If you're like, I do what I do, and I need my rate, then you get. I don't know. There's different business models.
And you're like a famous podcast producer.
Am I though?
Yeah, you're
Yes.
premium because people who hire you are like,
Bring it
oh,
up,
well,
Chin."
you're on my favorite podcast and you produce that one, so I want it just like that. Whereas,
I feel like we're all like about to encourage Chin to leave his job. I feel like
No,
you're
I said
getting.
on my days off.
We need
gonna
a
leave
name
this
for
time.
I
I
just
think
want to
he's
make
on a
more. I
call.
want to make more money. That's all. I just want to make more money,
This
like
episode
everyone
is
else
Chin
does.
Quits.
George, George is gonna be in the seat
what do you
permanently.
want? What do you want to make more money for? If I handed you $5 million right now, which I don't have to be clear.
Yeah.
What are you saving for? Do
I
you
would
have a
want to
goal
buy
in
my
mind?
parents a house first.
Okay.
Then I'll take care of myself after that.
You want to buy your parents a house before you buy yourself a
Yes,
house?
yeah, that's my number one goal. Yeah.
Well,
Wow.
So
that
I'm
is
not
a
making
nice
enough money
Asian
to
boy.
do that yet. So So I'm trying to like make money on the side.
I love that.
Thank
That's
you.
a beautiful story. I love in
Where do your parents live?
In Santa Ana, Orange County.
Oh, still expensive. Okay.
It's not a great like Santa Ana is like a depends on where you're at in Santa Ana. It's kind of ghetto where they're at, but where they're at is like it's ghetto around them, but where they're at in their block is not that bad.
But it's still SoCal, so buying them a house, it's not like they live in Mesquite, Texas, where you're like, here's $100,000, get yourself a house.
Yeah.
American Gangster. That's what I was looking for. He goes, Mama, that's your house. He buys her a house.
That's a feeling I want, dude.
Yeah, Mama, that's your house.
I would love saying that.
How
Mom,
proud
Dad,
of
that's
you
your
would
house.
they be if you bought your parents a house? What would they react? Would they cry, or
I
would
think
they
they would cry,
would they
yeah.
just say thank you, son, and that's it?
No. So my dad's
bow
very
to
like
him.
he's so like military. He was from the Rock Marines in Korea. He served like 3 years or something like that. He's just super just quiet military guy.
No reactions.
My mom's very like loving and I'm a mama's boy, so she would be like crying. My dad probably like have like a little tear just kind of slowly go down.
Like the Native
Now,
American littering tear.
Do they own a house or are they renters?
It's not even paid off yet. So they have a house.
So they do have a house. So maybe you.
I want to
help
buy them a really nice house.
You wanna
That's
buy
what
them a
I'm
better
saying.
house.
Yeah.
Okay.
A nice house that's paid off. They don't have to worry about anything. Just live off their retirement and the money that my brother and I give them.
Damn, you're a good guy.
Yep.
I
What's
have
up with your
parents, but I
parents?
would never want to buy them. They're lucky I get them anything for their birthdays. No, I don't know. But no, that's very nice. of you.
Are they fairly stress-free, your parents?
My
That might-
parents, they don't need me to buy them.
that may be the difference.
Yeah, that's the difference. That's
Uh,
probably the difference.
no one likes to see the struggle.
What would you do if you were rich, Nick?
That would be also my first goal. I would help my grandma get her sister who has Alzheimer's, whose husband's about to die in Denver, and is like a ward of the state, back to Wisconsin. Because
I feel like you
Jesus.
tried so hard to one up Chin. Naming things you were like
We couldn't argue
one-legged grandpa.
yeah, sorry, brother.
Oh, good. No,
That's-
whatever your dream
That's
is.
hack. Buy your parents a house. Yeah. Alzheimer's. All right. That's hot right now.
What are your actual parents?
They're schizophrenic and
Oh, okay.
not in the picture. It's
Sorry.
cool. It's cool, man. I think it's been discussed briefly on.
Yes.
Sometimes we get like on King and the Sting. There's just like these insights into people's life, which I love that James O'Shara episode of this when they were like, he asked you and Kat how you get into podcasting.
yeah.
They got way deep. It was
Super, super deep.
below the line.
Is that the name of the podcast? Below the Line or something else?
Let's get one more news story. It's called Below the Line,
Below the Line.
or another Below Deck podcast.
So let me freaking send this over. This is something that you guys wrote down for me in the Google Drive, but Travis
Oh yeah, what
Barker.
the heck?
Drummer, Blink-182.
Yes, he's
Big
in,
fan. A lot of tattoos.
Nobody
cool
likes
guy.
you when you're
Super cool looking guy.
23.
And I also have been watching every episode of the Kardashians Hulu show.
Is it good?
I
You
had
used
never.
to date a Kardashian?
He's
dates
currently
Courtney,
dating
or-
one.
married, right?
I
They're
have
married.
like
Yeah.
drama.
See.
How did it sound? What did it sound like
Probably
I
has
said?
good dick then.
I didn't say date.
No, you.
You said you were just watching the Kardashians.
Yeah.
He was
I-
on it.
Huh?
Never mind.
Oh, okay. Were you? Because it wasn't the equal to what he does. I don't know.
What's
I-
happening?
Don't worry
I don't
about.
know what's happening
Oh,
either.
I thought you. I thought you heard
those
that I
Emmys
said
kicking
I
in?
dated a Kardashian. I have.
Oh.
I have only watched every episode of the Kardashians on Hulu. I have never watched.
It's surprising me that you've never dated a Kardashian.
I know. I don't think anyone was confused.
Most people think of Nick
Brody, come on.
and they think he fucks celebrities.
That's. I know.
did, though. You
That's.
did.
That's why I wanted to clear it up. I don't like murky waters. I know. I know it
cleared that
seems
up.
stilted, and we like hung on that for a while. But I just didn't want anybody to continue to think that I have not fucked
You're
a
a good guy.
Kardashian.
Thank God. What? Yeah. What happened to him?
I think it said. Let me pull it up on my.
Brendan
screen.
actually mentioned something, like he said what happened to him, but I forgot what it was. Like something, fuck, I forgot.
He tweeted like "God save me" or "God
did,
help
yeah.
me."
God help me.
Pancreatitis.
Yeah, pancreatitis.
Yeah. Something like that.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, you
George
got it
George
right.
nailed it.
Is
You,
it?
you gave it.
I butchered it.
You gave it extra tie. I think
Oh,
in there
okay.
someplace.
Yeah, but it's all good.
Pancreatitis.
Which one is
Doc-
it?
It's
We're not-
pancreatitis.
Oh, okay.
Doctors believe it was triggered by a recent colonoscopy.
Why would he get a colonoscopy?
Talk about your all-time
fun.
backfires.
He's like 40.
But isn't colon?
I liked it.
It's the opposite of what it's for. It's supposed to prevent. It's a preventative measure.
Isn't it colonoscopy when they put water in your ass and
Nope.
then you
No.
what's that
Camera. That's a
Colonic.
colonic.
called? Oh, I'm mixing it up.
I should know that. Not an ad. My sister runs Move Colonics in Minneapolis.
So many not
Good
ads
job.
with you.
It's a good gig.
She's killing it.
Good kid.
She has like nurses, and she goes to Hawaii 6 months out of the year.
It's
She's
important.
killing it.
She's doing a good service.
I never feel fully cleared out. So that's Cats After Dark. Ari, where can we find you? What do you have to plug?
Not much. Just me, my podcast, Ari Mannis. That's all I got today. But thanks for having me, and God bless each and every one of you.
God bless you, Ari Mannis.
God bless you too.
I think this is going to be a fire episode. Unlicensed Therapy.
That's my
Ari
podcast.
Mannis.
Unlicensed therapy.
George.
You can catch me on Go George Go on YouTube and on Instagram at George Harris 48. Bring it up.
Let's just go around the room.
Who's
I don't want to
next?
say everybody's name.
Christian?
Anybody can go.
You can just find me on Instagram at Paolo6, and that's about it.
See Paolo 6. And then Brows?
Yeah, on Instagram at Lil Brows, YouTube Lil Brows. What do I got going on? Got a new song coming out called Arizona. Pre-save will be available by the time this episode drops.
yeah. It's a
So
dope
pre-order
ass
that,
song.
pre-save it, and the songs featuring Austin Awake.
Yep.
And you're not
yeah,
quitting,
dope artist.
but you are gone for 2 weeks.
I'll be gone for 2 weeks. Yep.
Where are you going, and what are you doing?
I'm going to Arizona to film the video.
Mhm.
And then-
What's the video for?
It's
I kid. We nailed it. We did that off air.
We did it on there. It hit. It was good.
If I ruined it though, but it seemed natural as fuck.
Yeah, I'll be gone for a couple weeks. I'll be back and going on a little vacay with the fam.
I can't have Ari on camera right now because he seems
On
checked
his
out
phone.
texting.
Can we just
No.
clip, you can just clip
Yeah,
me?
I kid.
I thought I did my plug. I thought that it was over. for me.
Same
That's a
camera.
wrap on Ari.
It's a
Same
wide shot,
camera,
though. It's a
same
wide
camera.
shot, so you both win there, yeah.
Shane,
Just
give it a
kidding.
big
I'll
clap.
go one. It's 4K. And another podcast show. Go check it out.
And what I got going on is a ton of stuff. I'm just kidding. Nope. So, but me and Brows, we're going on a tour this year.
It's insane.
So the first one's,
That is.
where's it at?
Yeah. So you want me to do the dates?
Yeah.
Okay. So August 12th, we're in Austin, Texas.
Yeah.
August 28th, we're in Ohio. And then we have some, those are the two confirmed. We have one, we're doing an EDM festival randomly.
Which is crazy.
Which is nuts. Like opening for Hippie Sabotage and Flosterdamus. So yeah, we're going to be doing some shows. And
Yeah.
we'll post the tour dates, link in our bio, all that.
Yeah. Pretty cool. Hopefully you guys can all come out to at least one of the shows.
If it's in LA, yeah.
Well, it's not in LA, man. It's in
You're not
Texas
willing
and
to
freaking
drive?
Ohio.
You didn't even come to the one in LA.
Yes, I did.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you did. You did. That was Nick that did.
Yeah, Nick didn't go.
Yeah.
Mike.
Bro, Callan even came.
Yeah, Callan came. What the fuck?
That's wild.
That
And
was
Nick
rare.
didn't show
Yeah,
up.
and Nick didn't show up.
Nick's hooking up with porn stars. He can't.
Yeah.
It's fair.
Yeah. All right.
The roster gets filled up. I wanted to show up, but
We'll do another one.
It's all
Yeah.
good. At the Troubadour, the legendary Troubadour, you couldn't make it, but whatever. Next time.
next time,
Next
next time
time.
you guys headline that.
Kat and
All
Stevie
right.
came too.
Yeah, dude, so many people came.
Mm-hmm.
You guys, Georgie came.
Nick came
No, we didn't.
with the
He
porn
came.
star.
Yeah, he came on his own.
A lot of that will be cut out.
Pretty much
That's fine. That's fine.
Sorry, Jules. Love you.
Solid show, guys.
Cats After Dark. Out.